What's up, guys? Myst Zach here. Welcome back to Kiss and The Myst, brought to you by BetOnline.ag and presented by Worldstar. I'm here joined by my co-host, of course, Mr. Top 5 Dead or Alive, Mr. Jadakiss. What up, baby?
What's up, baby? Happy belated birthday,
Thank
my
you. I appreciate it. You know how old I turned?
Oh,
21.
wow. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You just getting started, man. You just getting started.
We're going to bring him into our world a little bit, Pac.
Maybe not too much, but halfway.
He want to get a little bit of figment of the nightlife, so I'm
the underground.
Let him see what that's about.
We're joined by our guest, former Pro Bowl, All-Pro corner, Adam Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah, appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Thank you. Just as impactful off the field as you are on it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people may have misconceptions about you, but you did a beautiful thing by adopting your late teammate Chris Henry's kids. Now one of them is the top recruit in the country. Talk to me about how that journey's been and how it is to raise someone who's coming up in high school right now in football.
First of all, it's been a blessing, man. Like when the boys first came with us, nobody was really talking about them, and that was the whole thing. What came to me and my wife was like, look, we can get them the fast pass, and it was a no-brainer for us. But as far as them as a whole, they're all talented, but Chris, he's one of them special kids, man. He's 6'6", he's still growing. He's a freshman. He's only 15 years old right now. He haven't even hit puberty, and the sky's the limit for him. He's been pretty much offered by every college there is. Also, Sainty, which is my oldest niece, she got every offer there is too. And I kind of not try to toot my horn about it, but my wife and I do a good job of marketing and also pushing them as far as work ethic, because no matter how much we push them, if they can't answer the call, that's hurting for the next kid. So they doing a good job with all the pressure, man, and answering, and at the end of the day, they working.
How has the process changed from when you were coming up, being recruited, to now when you got the NIL? It's a whole different world.
Puma just gave Mikey $8 million, legit. Kids are, Nico just got $9 million in Tennessee. Kids are getting paid.
How you feel about the NIL? You think it's long overdue?
Yeah, way overdue, because you had many institutions. I use West Virginia that make millions of dollars off the number 9. Major Harris wore number 9. Yeah. I wore number 9. Those are the two people, and you can tell that they sold millions of jerseys. Like, even if you go today, there's always somebody, 100 out of, let's say, 50,000 people, you're gonna have 2,000 of them with 9 on. You know what I mean? And I think it's overdue. I think these kids are working hard, and the game's done changed. You know what they say, like, yesterday's price
it's not today's price.
So I'm all for it, man.
For me, your career, it was like sort of like AI for me. You shifted the culture of the normality of the way, I guess, you're supposed to play on paper, or they want you to act, or, certain mannerism. You was a dog on the field, and you was yourself off the field. I think that's why I love you, and that's why the people love you. How you feel about, because when you sometimes contractually, they try to change you from being you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm just happy I didn't change. I did everything my way, whether it was good or bad. You know what I mean? I stuck to myself, and it's hard when you're growing up 13, 14. You've been really doing this yourself the whole time, and then now because I've gotten this certain amount of money, I'm supposed to go and act a certain way. Now, do I wish I did a couple things different? Yeah, I wish that, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it, because that's the character of the person that I am. It took me to go through some struggles and to cut off a couple people through trials and tribulations to get where I'm at today. And I still have a lot of them that's with me. So it's been good, man. And I think with the new media space, with all the different things that I'm doing, the I'm Athlete, the Believe, the Pac Got the Pac podcast, it give us a different light to show. You know, back then they only showed so many pictures on ESPN. Like, I wouldn't even watch ESPN for like 2.5 years. Like, it was a no watch in my house because I was on there 45 days consecutively for something that they didn't even have nothing in the whole fucking story that was right at all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And at that time, we didn't have these platforms. The first thing your lawyer tell you is, hey man, be quiet. We're gonna work all of this out, but there's no need for statements. Well, now you don't have to do that shit. They got so many platforms where if you saying the right thing, no matter how you saying it, and they know you come from a genuine place, it's gonna get fucking picked up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Draymond, they fucking lose, he get kicked out of the game, first thing he do, go in there and go on the podcast. You know, and as a teammate, dude, I think you're right. Back in my days, that shit wouldn't fly. But now it's different. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
It wasn't that long ago you were in the league.
No, it wasn't. But it's crazy. Like the media just changed from COVID.
Yeah.
If it wasn't no fucking COVID, really, it's no motherfucking new media.
Right.
The COVID shit gave us new media.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers was sitting in their house and then they say, all right, I've been watching ESPN. Let me tune in something else and see what this really looked like. And then that gave a lot of people different avenues. Oh shit, the story, I read the fucking front cover, but I didn't read the theme of the story on the back of the fucking book.
You had time to really.
Now you got time to dialect the whole. You go back and dialect the whole fucking thing. Like, oh, this book way different than they was picturing it to be. Mm-hmm. Like he really ain't that dumb as they trying to make him be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you were playing, did you ever imagine that you would have your own platform to speak like this, or did you think that your version of events would never really get to come out?
I knew where my story would come out just because of like all the accolades I got.
Yeah.
You know, special team player, defensive player of the year,
Fact.
then going to be in the first defensive player pick. And from where I'm from, like, it ain't too many people that's alive or it's not in jail. That's where I'm from. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a blessing just to be alive. So I never really had a doubt that I would get back to the platform to tell my story. But I do think with I'm Athlete and all of the media, it gave me a fast pass. Yeah. Because I'm already a household name. I can't even really go nowhere.
When I was a little kid watching the Cowboys with my dad, Pac-Man, Pac-Man. You know what I'm saying?
And before this new media space, just think about it, bro. Like, to be on ESPN, Fox, Pro Football, NFL, all them guys got rings.
Yeah.
90% of them guys who's on TV got rings. Then you got a couple of them that don't, like the Barkley. You know what I mean? But it's a different process to do that. And I think with the COVID and all of that, you know, changed it. It changed it overnight.
What's up, guys? It's The Myst from the Kiss and The Myst podcast, and I'm going to assume that when you put your bets in, you do research on what you're going to bet, right? But what about where you're going to bet? BetOnline.ag is an OG in this sports betting game, and they've been the most trusted sports betting site for over 20 years now. If you want true trust and satisfaction, go with Worldstar Hiphop's official sports betting partner, BetOnline.ag, and cash in with Kiss and The Myst today.
When you were on the Bengals, you guys had a lot of really good teams. What stopped you guys from getting that ring?
Quarterback. I hate to throw Andy up under the bus, but he Red Rifle just couldn't get it done.
Red Rifle.
I love him as a person, but you see him? You see him right now. Shit.
Joe Burrow, we threw him on those.
Oh my God, we had Joe Burrow. We probably won 4 rings. I know people talking about if we woulda, coulda. Joe Burrow,
he's different.
He's different, man.
He's different.
He carries himself different, and he's true to himself. But he know, like, anytime you got a quarterback like that, you always think you got a chance to win. And with how good our defense was, I don't think we gave up one game in 15 over 18 points.
Yeah, y'all was laying them hit sticks out there.
Yeah. so much
definitely
regular season success, but then the playoffs came, people.
Yeah, we got knocked down 4 times. 4 years, went to the playoffs, lost first round every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking heartbreaking.
Burrow would have been 4 rings.
Yeah, easy.
Is he the best quarterback in the NFL?
So number-wise, like people get it misconstrued when I be talking all my stuff online and stuff. Like Patrick Mahomes have the best number. I do think Patrick Mahomes have the best number because of Andy Reid. Andy Reid by far is the best offensive coordinator.
Facts.
Besides Shanahan, older Shanahan to me.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
As far as offensive coordinator. So, but if you just look at who's the better quarterback, I'm saying the Pat throw a lot of balls late. He can throw the ball all over the field. But if you look at the offense, motherfuckers be wide open with the Chiefs. I mean, wide ass open.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can be late because it's this all game. Then you be like, God damn, he wide ass open.
Yeah.
20 yards down the field.
Yeah.
All right, then we go to Allen, who playing today. When Allen came out of college, his MO was that he was in fucking Akron. If you look at these last 2 games, you're not talking about, oh man, he look like Tom Brady throwing back. No, he don't. He don't look nowhere near like that. We
Yeah.
should be talking about his fucking legs because that's the only thing that's
used
saving
them.
his ass.
He used them
right
boys.
now.
So
Now he is big. He'll run your ass over, but he is not scaring me by throwing the ball out the pocket 60 times a game. Now, if you want to go to Joe Burrow, now we can talk.
if you're the GM, are you giving Josh Allen a long-term guarantee
He already
deal?
got it.
Yeah, but I'm just
They
after
gave
this
him-
one's
they gave
up.
him the bag,
You know what I'm saying? If he continues this pace for a few more years,
I don't think that and I might be wrong, but I don't think he can go to another contract if he played the way that he's playing right now for the next 4 years on this contract. We've seen it time in and time out. Like, he's taking real good hits. I don't know how long this gonna last.
yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Because Lamar Jackson, he's up for a contract. He's a running quarterback. He's ill.
Great topic.
He's one of the most talented guys ever. The Ravens aren't trying to give him the same amount of guarantee money that Deshaun Watson got, and Lamar's done more than he's done. You know, obviously doesn't have all the off-field stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, how do you feel about that Lamar Jackson situation? How would you handle it?
I'm gonna ask you this. So, who was the best quarterback that came out that draft? With Lamar, Josh Allen was in that draft. Damn, I was just looking at this. It was a lot of busts in that draft.
A lot.
But the only 2 that we're talking about right now is
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson.
and Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson's one
Wait a
of the
minute.
best
Who
players
would
in the
you
league.
take? Who would you take if you had to pick Josh Allen or Lamar?
If I have the right offensive coordinator that's going to run with Lamar, I'm taking Lamar.
My question is that I don't understand how they don't get the deal done, and it was so fucking disrespectful that you go and pay the linebacker $100 million before you take care of the guy.
Obviously, something is up with Baltimore's organization. They don't, because it's a no-brainer. This should be dry ink already.
I think when Ozzie left as the general manager, the head coach got a lot of control of the way things are playing out. I think a lot more business was getting done better when Ozzie was there.
Yeah. How do you offer him half the amount of guaranteed money that Deshaun Watson got?
No way. No way in hell.
Do you see any reason why? Like you cited
No.
concerns about durability. Are you concerned about that with a Lamar?
Well, Lamar is going to be good for the next 4 or 5 years. I think the deal was only a 5-year deal.
Yeah.
But if you look at the quarterbacks that have gotten paid, Kyler Murray, Denver.
Yeah. That's comical.
Yeah.
That's comical.
Like, so I just don't get it. It
That's
don't match.
crazy.
It don't match the play.
Yeah, less guaranteed money than Russell Wilson just got at his age. That's
Right.
crazy.
That is ridiculous. ain't
That's
it?
ridiculous.
Wow.
It's not even a thing to talk about.
Yeah, that's
How you feel
insane.
about giving back to the community and, the youth and things of that nature? How important is it for successful athletes and artists or, coming from the bottom where we come from, how important is it to go back and give back?
It's a big thing with me because, I come from a area where we didn't have guys that would come back and grab us or take us shopping or do AAU teams or anything really. Like, ain't nobody really made it from my hood except me, Tip, and Blanco Brown. That's my boy. Shout out to Blanco. But yeah, man, I think it's a big deal giving back. I try to do it in all form of fashion. I actually adopted a kid that was at nephew school named Real Moses that reminded me of me, was just like, you know, in the mix, you know, and I brought him in with us because I seen something different in him. And I had somebody do that for me. Older white lady named Mr. Bolesky. It's like my life-changing, a life-changing moment for me, because she told me, I'll never forget it, she said, look, because I was in behavior disorder class, like, but I was smart, but I was fucking a terrorist. Yeah. She's like, look, Adam, you're not gonna go to college in these little small classes. She's like, you gotta get your ass out of these behavior classes and really go and do your work. And like, this was my second day at school. And that changed my whole outlook of, damn, out of everybody, this lady, this little white lady who's the AD, she could have picked anybody and picked me. I haven't even played the game yet. Yeah. But everybody knew, because, you know, we having camp and all of that. Mm-hmm. And if she don't tell me that, bro, I would be going through high school in them same classes and don't even be able to go to college. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And that, she changed my whole outlook of the color thing, because, you know, I had never really been around too many white people. You know what I mean? A lot of people I grew up around was Muslim. Mm-hmm. So the atmosphere and the temperature was different around certain things. You know what I mean? And without her, bro, I probably wouldn't even be sitting here having this conversation. She did an unbelievable job, not only for me, but she tried to help all us that was in the projects to do something better. But yeah, Mr. Bless could save my life and taught me something different, man. And I ended up fucking getting out the classes, being an all A student, made 1050 on SAT, went to college, dean list, 6 hours from graduating right now. I just don't have the patience or the want to go back and finish it, because I don't think the paper do anything. You see people with all these big ass degrees and working over here doing something else. You know what I mean? So I think it's more about, now in this time, about passion and what you like to do. It's not more, now certain jobs you gotta have the paper, but like what I'm doing, I don't need no paper.
How much talented youth gets lost in that system?
A lot. Like I was telling B the other day, like in my projects, I wasn't even the best kid. Like I might have been, like if I had to go through the whole projects, I might have been top 10.
I mean, it was with several more times.
Yeah. Like I had a chance to see every school in the country. A kid named Dave Jacob, bless his soul. I'm gonna say he ain't passed away or nothing, but he had a stroke. But he was my next door neighbor. He was finna be the #1 pick in the draft. So I seen it. You know what I'm saying? This would change my whole mentality of work ethic. Man, fuck the block. I'm finna go and do exactly what he's doing. I mean, he had Lane Kiff, man. This Georgia, like he had to meet these folks at the top of the project, cause like ain't no just coming in here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm a coach. No, bro, you better have Dave meet you up here. And I got a chance to see something different, because I'm like, damn, this is what I want to do right here. And he ended up going to Georgia and had a stroke 3 days before the draft. Yeah. And the reason why I didn't go to Georgia, because I ain't feel like they took care of him enough after that happened. Yeah. And that's why I went and committed to Georgia Tech just to be an asshole. And I ended up changing my mind later. But yeah, Dave Jacob, man, he had everybody. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Wow.
We had a terrible incident that happened on the field, but luckily you made a miraculous recovery. Yeah. Against the Cincinnati Bengals. I know you were tuned in. Were you there?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't there at the game, but yeah.
Obviously you were tuned in. DeMar Hamlin suffered cardiac arrest on the field, but he made a miraculous recovery. The power of prayer worked.
Yes.
You know, how did you feel about the situation? Was that ever something that ever crossed your mind when you're on the football field? This could be life or death potentially.
Especially in the climate when y'all played, y'all was hitting a little bit hard. Well, a lot harder.
Yeah, you were.
You know, God is good. And I just say, you know, he don't make mistakes, because if that would have happened somewhere else, would the paramedics been able to get there in time enough? He passed. He died two
Twice,
times.
yeah.
Twice. They had
Crazy.
do I think about it? You can't walk around and think about, oh, what if this could or should have happened then. I mean, you don't have no faith in your religion, I should say. I'm a God-fearing man. I signed up for it, but I never go and think like, oh, something might happen by playing the game. But it's a hard game, man. It's physical, and people need to realize it's dangerous.
Yeah.
We signed up for this shit. This shit is like live bullets, bro.
Facts.
And people are playing to get paid. And at the end of the day, you got to perform to get paid. So you know what you sign up for. It's a brotherhood, first and foremost, but it's live bullets.
Play with a lot of energy. What kind of music did you like to listen to warm up or before the game or just to get you in that zone?
I'm a big Wayne fan before the game. I love that Wayne. I love that Wayne. I love that Wayne before the game. I probably rocked out with Wayne most of the career. I would mix it up on the way to the game. I'm blowing one, probably listening to you. And then later on, I got into Nip.
No doubt.
So, yeah, that's about the relay right there.
Slow.
What was a Pac-Man Jones pregame ritual that you had?
Oh, every home game, my wife would cook fish and grits. Blow me to eat my fish and grits. Shit, I'm ready to go play. Every game. Every game.
Most players have tradition like that.
I don't know, but that was mine. Like I've never played without smoking.
Yeah.
I've cheated every drug test I can take. No cap.
That's why you're Pac-Man.
No doubt.
That's what made you you. That's what made you stand out.
What's up? It's The Myst from the Kiss and The Myst podcast, and Worldstar Hiphop proudly endorses BetOnline.ag as its official sports book and proudly recognizes it as the OG in the sports betting world. Let's get that money with BetOnline.ag.
Did you know you're the only player in NFL history to record a sack and also get sacked?
Yeah, I did know that.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only player.
You know, I had a chance to play a lot of offense my first 2 years. I've had a game where I've had a punt return and a running back play for a touchdown too.
Yeah.
So Fisher did a good job of mixing me in when I was a rookie on the offensive side of the ball too.
Yeah. You were a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
You know, everywhere, offense, defense, and special teams. How much of that gets lost in the mix when we look back at guys and we're evaluating them for the Hall of Fame, things like that, but all phases of the game?
I think it's one or the other. They don't really realize how valuable you were to athletes. You know what I mean? The coaches do because you can fill two spots.
Yeah.
But when you go to voting Hall of Fame and stuff, it's kind of different because it's per position. But I think I'll get a chance a little later as far as special teams.
Where do you measure your impact on the game?
Oh, I had a great impact. They made a lot of rules because of me. You know, you can't use the goalpost as a prop no more. I used to jump and slide down the pole on the goalpost. I was the first one to kick the pylon over before every game. They made you stop doing that. I was the first one. At first, we couldn't wear the paint colored cleats and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I was one of the ones who started that trend
That
also.
shifted fast.
Yeah.
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 A few years later, everyone had those.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you, when you look back at the other people at the cornerback position, you know, your Revis Islands, your Richard Shermans, how do you stack up compared to them and from your lens?
I never look at that.
Never.
Mine was totally different. I did mine my way. They was good players, but to me they wasn't Pac. You know what I mean? And I'm not taking them away from them. I think Darrell Reeves is one of the best ever to play the game. But I don't even know if I've watched two series of Darrell Reeves film. That's just me.
Yeah.
Tunnel vision, man. Focus.
Is that how it is in rap with you?
Oh, it's a little different because you got to see what's out there. You know what I mean? But similarities, because I'll check it out, but I probably won't listen to the whole thing. if it's something new on them, on the market, and they like, yo, you gotta check it out, I'll get into it, but I won't probably go listen to it in its entirety, but I'll see what it is and engage it from there.
Yeah.
Well, I like what I like,
And the guys you competed against, who were some of the best at the receiver position?
T.O.
Yeah.
T.O.
T.O. Randy Moss. A.B. D-Hop.
Those is all incredible
Hall of
human
Fame.
beings. Yeah, all of
And I would put Odell up there.
Odell up there too.
Odell first 2 years, he was moving pretty good.
Anyone that was like supremely underrated to you, that never really got the love like those guys got, but was always kind of a tough cover? 'Cause our lens is totally different from someone like you.
There's a lot of bums in the league.
Speak on it.
I would say AJ. AJ, because he didn't play good after he left Cincinnati.
Yeah, but 7 straight Pro Bowls. His impact when he entered the league, at one point he was definitely a top 3 receiver. You can't take that away from him.
Yeah.
And nobody was better in college when he was at
kept
Georgia.
getting in trouble for the weed. That's it.
No.
Nah.
That's
Who's the
boy
guy?
from
You guys are the weed.
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Yeah.
God damn it, I'm having brain.
Oh, Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He's, now, speaking of the cannabis thing, now that is becoming legal all over the world, and people are indulging and is public on the stock market. What you doing in that field?
Yeah, so I have my own growth in Denver. I also have a growth in California with cookies. So yeah, we on cookie shelves right now. I just went and smoked the cookies in Arizona last week. I think they got to do it one more run before I approve that one. But yeah, it's doing good. I'm big in the cannabis space, man. CBD also. CBD is at Pac24.shop. I'm in all cookie stores. I got a nice hybrid. It's a Biscotti cross with a Jealousy 2 times.
Fire.
It's fire. Yeah.
How much did that help you during your career?
I just prefer to smoke than take the opiates. Now I'll take a hydrocodone, but the Percocets and all that shit slow you down, sluggish. Pull muscles. It just don't mix with if you're an athlete.
What percentage of NFL players in your
99.9. I say 99.9. Like
They need
it's
it.
a lot of undercover smokers too.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like no one we would ever expect.
Yeah.
Roger Goodell.
He definitely smoked.
He's
I
a
bet
smoker.
you he smoked. Bet you he smoked. If I had to bet my money, he smoked.
He might got the long sticks with the thing on it. I can see him doing smoking like Batman, Alfred on one of them. Smoking jackets and all that.
On the yacht.
What about the ice? What about the jewelry?
Oh,
You see it?
just light
See
today.
that thing?
It's light today, but
Doing the
we stay
macaroni.
heavy though. You know what I'm saying? The pack, I put the blue weed on there.
Fire.
Yeah.
Ew. What's light for some is heavy for others.
You understand me?
Yeah. What do you got on today, Kiss?
Me, I'm calm. You know me, I'm always calm.
Ooh.
Kith long sleeve, the Gucci North Face shorts, socks. You know what I mean? Classic Air Force One, the brown joints. They used to have these when I was little. The OGs used to rock these, so I keep it traditionally old school hood Air Force. You know what I mean? Gucci, North Face, calm. Sky Dweller. I'm my man Ice Pick with me forever, my brother, my angel. You know what I mean? Nice and simple, brother.
Yeah. I got the awful lot of cough syrup. Shout out to Desto, and then the Mamba, Kobe Bean Bryant, the jeans. You see them, you know what I'm saying? A little light, AJ5s, and then the jewelry stays consistent. Hamza and the AP.
Yeah.
Iced out though.
No cap.
No cap.
Appreciate you, Pac.
Yes, sir.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap.
I was waiting on it.